Well, good evening, everyone. I hope you are all having a wonderful evening and welcome along to We Turning It Home with me. Uh, as usual, there's one suspect missing, and I have managed to get Doug. Doug has graciously
Hello.
he's agreed to come in and do earworm. Brian's among the missing. He might be cutting grass still.
He's stuck at somebody saw him at the post office and put him behind bars, maybe.
Uh, okay, I'll, I'll stick Doug in the background and we'll get on with it. Okay,
All right.
right. So, guys, what I'm planning to do today, we'll just get the tailstock camera over. I have a piece of ice. I have two pieces of ice actually. I'm looking for my measuring stick. So, uh, tonight's wee thing is going to be a wee jewelry box with a hinge lid. So I've got a bit of ice. It's 5 inches by 2 inches, and this is the lid of it, and it's 5 inches by inch. We not need all that, but anyway, and there's the hinge for it. So I've got the hinge. So it's a nice wee jewelry box. I made some of these last year, and they all went at Christmas time. So while I'm bringing this to around, Doug will uh, tell me who's in and welcome you
Abs-
all in.
Absolutely. That's a good looking piece of ash there, and we're gonna see what that turns into here in a minute.
Yeah, I processed that today out of my log pile. And
Good.
if you had seen it when it first came into the shed, it was terrible looking. There were spider webs all over it and
Oh
snails and
goodness.
all sorts of things. But anyway, it turned
some of
out
the
all right.
best some of the best stuff comes out of the wood that we think is garbage.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's just jump right in here, and I'm going to read off of the participants list. So, if you haven't made two statements, two put two things in the chat. Go ahead and put something else in the chat, and your name will jump up on the list there. So, starting at the top of this particular list, I see Al Dawson. Hello, Al. Des Barnwell is in. Door 60, and I believe he was the first one in. Fred Gilliver is in. Gary Glass is in. Hi, Gary. Gerard, the French Turner. Everybody's down for a nap, so Gerard's in to watch us today. James Crawford is in. Jennifer's Craft and Creations. Hello, Jennifer. Malcolm Douglas is in. Matt Ibbotson. Hello, Matt. Norman Greenwell is in. Hi, Norman. Philip J. Good to have you with us, Philip. Roger Kent is in. Hi. Todd at Glen Cove Woodworks. Taking a coffee break, I see. Tony Smith is in. William Kinney. Hey, William. Wyvie Woodshed. And Haley at Wooden Burrow. Hello, Haley. And I'm at the bottom of my list. If
Welcome
I
along,
missed you, if
everyone.
I missed anybody because I was doing off the participants list, say, and me, and I'll get you in there. I will get you in there.
So I'm just getting this stood around. Just stop that and move the tool rest in a wee bit. I need the whole width of this. I thought it'd be circle around it just to show where I want to be or to get my size. So there's still quite a bit to bring it into the round yet. I'll turn the speed up a wee bit now. It's 1200 RPM. So we're just using the bowl gauge here.
Oh, Ian is in. I missed Ian. Glad to have you in with us tonight.
Stop and have a look. I don't want to go too far. There's still a couple of flat ends on it. You can see a wee bit of dark spots here and there. I'm hopefully I've cut the worst of them out, and I hope I don't have any more rat. There was a wee bit of rat, but I think it'll make a nice feature in it. So
Good.
this is going to be the bottom, the base of the jewelry box.
Vinnie Charlton is in. Hello, Vinnie.
Mm-hmm. I'll stop
Malcolm
it again.
Douglas.
Have an wee look. I think that's almost out there round. Right, okay. So I want to get my wee hinge and bring it over and just check that it's nowhere near. That's good. It's nowhere near the size. So there's a wee bit of stuff I may be able to get off here. I just noticed that wee crack in it there, but hopefully it'll not amount to much.
Lucy Sweet Potato is in. Hello, Lucy.
Hi,
Alan
Lucy.
Gibb. Glad to have all of you in today. I've gone through both lists and everything's good. Wivy Woodshed is in. Hello, Wivy.
I'll just bring my hinge up and check it again. Yeah, that's okay. I will mark it with the calibers in a wee minute. I just want to make sure I've got all the flat ends and the bad stuff off it. You can still see that dark piece. So this is going to be the bottom of the box, and I'm going to sweep that over. So hopefully that'll turn most of that away. We'll see how good the wood is when I get into it, you know.
Robert Boltwood has joined us. Hello, Robert.
I'm just rounding that over now, the bottom. So I need to put a cannon on that to get it into chuck. And I think I might just put a recess in it for. I'm not one for putting recesses in anything. I usually tannin on everything I do, but tonight I'm going to change, be different.
RPM Woodworks has joined us. Hello. Glad to have you tonight.
So, as I said, I was processing some wood this afternoon from a wood pile, and I had a load of ice, and I came across some laburnum I didn't even know I had. And very nice laburnum it is indeed. I managed to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces out of it.
Great.
Out of all the rubble. Right. So I'm just going to bring that round a wee bit more. We'll round that to the top and over, and we'll sand that up and bring it over, turn it around then, and then the chuck. So I have this mounted in a faceplate ring at the minute.
Yes, Gary, you're exactly right. Brian said yesterday he found some laburnum too. Too bad it's still rooted.
That's right. So he did.
That's what electric chainsaws are for. We're going on vacation here in a couple of weeks, and I know where there is a oak burl that is bigger than me.
Ooh.
Unfortunately, it's still on the side of a tree that's still rooted.
It doesn't look like
Unless a big storm has gone through.
Rid of that crack at all.
Is that ash pretty dry or is it still
Yes,
green?
it's dry. It is
Okay.
very bone dry, actually. It's been
Cutting
sitting out
awful
my.
nice.
I have a covered shed-like thing out the back. It's got a
Mm-hmm.
roof over it, but the sides are not on it, so the wind blows in. But
Sure.
it's well and dry. It's been lying there for about maybe 3 years.
Okay.
So it was at the bottom of the pile, so it was well covered. So
Well,
you can
yeah.
see that big black spot. I think it was the wee bit of rot. It was starting to come into the piece of ice. Uh, there's that crack. I'm going to put a wee taste of glue in that. And
Yeah. Gary says the same thing I do. That it seems to be cutting beautifully.
yeah,
Getting some real nice shavings come off of
when
there.
I first seen it, I didn't hold much hope up for it,
Yeah.
to tell you the
I
truth.
understand. I understand. I had two small
Once,
cherry logs out the back and cut up one of them the other day, and the further I went, I kept thinking, okay, this mess is going to go away, and it never did. But I'm getting some nice pieces out of it. They're small, but they're nice. Lucy, we're going to do a jewelry box, a hinged jewelry box, working with
uh,
ash.
and the wood's ice, and it's a nice bronze effect hinge.
Yeah.
Uh, it's just under 4 inches that hinge. So, uh, so where is this crack?
Gary's got you down pat. He was saying that in the chat. He said you're making a wee jewelry box from a wee bit of ash.
We minimize.
A wee box from a wee bit of ash.
I was watching a video yesterday, and somebody said the wee word. Here's me.
Uh
I wonder if it's been watching me.
huh.
Right. Right. We'll give that another cut over. So I'm putting a wee bit of a step into that where it comes off the foot. We'll just see what that's like. Do another cut.
Yeah. And Gary says he can't talk much. Every second word for him is we. Can't repeat what every third word is, he said.
Okay.
Mm.
I think I'll leave the sanding to the last because I need to cut the top off that to fit the hinge. So I'm going to have to recut that anyway. So we'll get this round and we'll get the what do you call it off it? Where did I leave that screw gun? Yeah.
Oh no, you put it where it belongs.
Yep. Right. Mm-hmm. So I hope everybody had a good bank holiday if they were having one. Some people have a bank holiday today, some people don't. It was a nice enough day here in Northern Ireland. So
Wow. You guys had a bank holiday. We had what we call Memorial Day. It used to be called Decoration Day.
right. So I've turned that round, and I need to screw that up. You can see it. It's a wee bit less timber here, and there's more around here. So it's not straight. I just do it through the bandsaw and to get it
Mm-hmm.
cut down. So it's in. It was just roughly. So I need my calipers.
Vinny said he just watched Sam Angelo turn a wee bit of wood. That wee bit of wood, I believe, was about 300 pounds, wasn't it, Vinny? Twisted Pete of the Trees has just joined us. Good morning, Pete.
Hi, Pete. Welcome along. So I'm just coming down to that. I'm going to take my time coming down to that on a nice sort of tight fit with that hinge, because I plan to do a wee bit of engraving on the lid on it tomorrow. So that's okay. Sometimes you make them too loose. You have the glue all over the place when you go to stick them in. The last ones I used the super glue, but I don't think I'm going to use the super glue this time because it oozed out quite a bit.
I was going to say, it's pretty thin for that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Steve Perkis has joined us. Hello, Steve.
Welcome along, Steve. Oh, dear. So there's a top on the bottom to this hinge. Okay. The top bit is the wee bit with a clasp on it. Okay. And there is a wee slight difference in size, the actual between the two. See that? I just went beyond that. So it's a good job I have a wee bit of timber there because I went too far. So we'll take a wee bit off that. And just come back a bit. So once you get this bit sized up right, more or less it's straightforward, just like a wee bowl. You take the center out of it and so on. So I need a wee bit of it. And it's just a wee bit, just a wee bit. You have to remember when you're lifting this up, you have the bottom piece. You don't put the top piece in because there's a slight difference in the size, as I said. I don't know if you've come across that. I came across that with the first three I made, and I was going to saying to myself, that was nice and tight. And then I just twigged on. It was the top I had on the bottom, which was in a different size altogether.
Pete is asking you what size is your hinge and where did you get it? He's needing some.
Well, Pete, where's my ruler now? I'm losing everything in there. I had a ruler. I do, but oh dear. It's almost 4 inches. There's the ruler there. Let's see. Outside to outside, it's almost 4 inch. I think it's 2 mil off 100 mil. You know, it's close to it. It's very close to 4 inch. I got those. Well, I seen somebody demonstrating them one night, and I went down to I can't remember who it was, but you can get them in the woodshed. I had said the Linda one on a Tuesday night when I go up, that I seen these hinges because all you can get the UR ones anywhere. They're just a wee 2 inch hinge, but I've never seen the bigger hinge. But you can get them. So the woodshed has them at the minute. If I remember, Pete, I'll where I seen them, I'll give you a shout where the place was. Because she was able to get on to the supplier where and order them in. And a bit pricey. I think about £6. So you can get the goldy color and you can get silver. So I'm just taking time.
Where can you all buy the Niles bottle stopper stuff? Can y'all get that on Amazon?
There must be pixies in my shed. I have 3 pencils. I'm going to start it and I can't find one of them. I'm not joking. There's one. So what I like to do is draw the line around the inside, and that's your inside. You don't want to go past that. So that fits on there nicely. And so there's a bit of wood to come off, timber to come off the top of this here. So, and I could probably take a wee bit off that to make sure it sits down. But I'll bring this down first and then resize that. Because you can see there, that's the inside of my hinge where it sits. So that needs to be nice and flat. I'll do that first. With parting tool, just take a wee bit off that. We can always take a wee bit off there if need be when it comes to that. So
Oops.
yeah, oops. It didn't like that. That's why I don't do recesses. Not much. Maybe get away with that tanning anyway on it. I did. I just got a wee bit of a catch there with that spindle or roughing gauge. You can see it there. So we'll come at it the right way.
Yes, Haley. Wayne has talked about them. I'm not even sure, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm not sure that Niles has a hinged ones. I know they have the 2 separate pieces threaded.
So I think I'm going to bring that down to the hinge, just meets it here, and create that wee rollover as it sweeps over the box and then into the hinge. So if a wee bit, I keep saying that word, wee. You've made me very conscious of it now, Doug. You know, as if I'm not allowed.
Okay.
As if I'm not allowed to say it.
Yeah. No, it's fine. It's that other word that Terry used last night you can't use.
So you can see my pencil line just there.
Yeah.
That's where I want to bring that down. So I'm going to switch over to my spindle gauge, and we'll just take a wee bit off that.
Yeah, Pete solved his pencil problems buying 2 boxes of pencils. So he put one where he could never find it again. So they're pre-lost. And now he's got a box where he can get hold of them. So I've got a whole bunch right here right beside my lathe in 2 pots, 2 pencil pots.
Right. Still, I could take a wee bit more off that. Now, your design of your box is entirely your choice. You can make it the way I make it here, or you could have the box come out wider than that and have a squarish box with the center in it, because it still works. I did one of those and it looked all right. So
Mm-hmm.
that's the hinge fitting on that. I think I'll sand that and leave it where it is because it looks okay. This crack is not going to go away, so I just run the gouge around that. So let's see. There's a wee bit of a flat just there. I don't know if you can see it in the camera. If I change it back, you can. You can just see it there. Where's my finger going there? It's just there. So I need to round that over a wee bit more. I don't think that looks too bad now. Okay. We'll just sand the bottom of that up quickly, and then we'll take the inside of that out.
Looking good so far. Ah, very good. Wivy found the those large ones like you have from ProCraft. Very good.
That's it. ProCraft. That's the place.
Okay.
I couldn't remember.
Brian Best has joined us. Hello, Brian.
Hi, Brian.
You were a little concerned about those black areas, but they just
I think
character areas from
it's
here.
character, yeah.
Yeah, they look fine. Pete's spending more money again. That's okay. I just spent some money too, Pete.
So did I. I bought a new chuck,
Yeah.
a Jacob's chuck with a keyless. After losing my chuck keys.
Yeah, that keyless will be okay. You'll like it.
So just going through the grits here. That was 180.
Watched a video the other day, and a fella was talking about his new tool rest. just the round bar, stainless round bar. It got from Grizzly, and I pulled it up real quick because I've been wanting one. Thought a fellow was making me one, and it never appeared. So I looked at it, and sure enough, what he was talking about was still at the same price he was talking about, and I bought it. Yeah, you're exactly right, Pete. The Chuck key is right next to the pencil. And both of those are right next to my ring and my Banksia pods.
We all have something in our workshops that we can't find.
Last Wednesday, somebody was showing their a new ring tool that they had. It was a shop made thing. It wasn't commercially made. And somebody mentioned that looks like somebody's wedding band repurposed. And I said, that's where my ring went. And my wife heard me from upstairs. She thought I found it. She thought I found it. She was all happy. So she texted me. I said, no, I didn't find it. I wish, but I did not. Oh, there's one thing I've been looking for. Good. I keep looking around and finding things. Just found some Velcro disc that I can re-Velcro my sanding arbor with. Instead of little strips, I got a disc I can put on.
So this is 400. I'll come to the last that. A wee small project like this. It doesn't take an awful lot of sanding, but you want to go through the grits to get all the previous lines. And before we do any of sanding sealer on it, we'll just try our hinge on again. Make sure we're happy with where it sits. And I think that looks all right there. I'm happy enough with that. Yep. Okay. We'll give that a wee taste of sand sealer. Ah, no word from Brian. He must have fell down the field. Usually he would answer me saying, no, I can't make it tonight, or, but he hasn't answered.
He may well be out getting some grass cut, hay cut, something.
It was a good day today, so.
Sure. It could be any number of things he's out having to do today. So I'm going to assume the best until we hear from him and find out that he fell out of the tractor again. Don't know how that might happen, but
he wants to get him some airbags. All right, I'll give that a wee spin. Right, so it's not a greatest piece of wood. There's that wee crack in it, and but it's good enough for a demo. Just give that a wee thing, and we'll give it a wee taste of Yorkshire grit as well. Turn the speed down, and we'll rub that into that. So these big, nice wee jewelry boxes, I made 5 of them last year, and they all sold. Plus, I did do a wee bit of extra on them on the lids with the engraving. So I put wee scenes on them. There was a wild scene with a bird in a tree and a few other things. A wee cottage house in the front, one of them, and they looked okay. Well, they must have looked okay for the people to buy them,
Yeah. I was just going to say, anything that you make, and they all sell, even if it is only 5. It doesn't matter how many it is.
Yeah,
You make 5
you
or
know,
15, and they all
and
sell. And
and it gives you some pocket money to spend on other things. You're just going to put it back into your turning,
sure,
and that's all I
uh,
do it for.
Robert has reminded that Brian is having trouble with his computer, but that's only the one in the house. The one in the shop is still working.
And you said last night he had the builder coming in around. Was it
Ah,
the night?
yes, that may be it. He may well have his builder coming in to do his shop business.
He was coming around to look at his shop.
Mm-hmm.
Just a wee taste of make crystalline wax there. I'll turn the speed back up again. Just buff that in. We can always come back to that later and give it another coat when we've got the lid and the inside done. So that'll do for now. We'll just move these things out of the way again. Along with the sanding box. Because every time I bring my sanding box over, it gets full of shavings. And I don't know how many times I've hoovered it out.
Uh-huh.
You can't find the sandpaper for the shavings. So
Yep.
it's easier just to lift it out of the way. And so we'll change cameras. So you can just see there's my pencil line on the inside of where the hinge comes to on the inside. We'll just get that and make sure we've got it the right way around. We have. And that fits nicely there. Okay. So that's okay. So we can take a center out of this and we'll use the wee 1/4 inch bowl gauge here to do that. I haven't used this much.
About to say, it looks like a brand new one.
It is brand new. Yeah. You could cheat and drill it out, most of it, and then hollow the rest out. But saying it's only a wee small piece, nobody likes watching you hollow something out, but it's only a wee box.
I don't know. That'd be cheating anyway. It's just using a different tool to hollow it out with. Still shifting wood around. Jim easy for me to say. Jim Selby has joined us. Hello, Jim, from the
Welcome
shores of
along, Jim.
Jacksonville, Florida. Copper Owl Woodworking is in. Hello, Copper.
That's one tough bit of timber. We're coming into that black bit again. I didn't see that in the center. Oh, yeah, that's okay. It's not rotten. It's just the
It just
color of
runs
it.
right through the wood, doesn't it?
Yep.
Makes me wonder, maybe there was a nail stuck in that tree somewhere.
Well, I hope it's not in the piece I have.
Oh, mercy. I put a piece of walnut on the table saw the other day to cut it down. And as soon as it hit the blade, I see sparks, but they didn't keep going. So I went ahead, I cut the wood up. Then I went back and looked, and sure enough, there was a I caught the edge of a nail. It's an old piece of walnut that had come out of a barn.
Just stop and have a wee look at that. Yeah, it's just a dark mark. There's still good little bit of timber left there. Yeah. Just trying to come round the side here and just undercut it a wee bit to bring it out to the outside a wee bit. You want to make it as big and inside as possible for the person to get all their wee jewelry bits in. Even though that's black, it is hard as iron. So it is. I'm just going to get me.
That's why that's what's got me thinking there's in that tree somewhere was a nail stuck and it's discolored that ash.
I'll just fall back down to my round nose scraper. We're coming to where I want to be with it. I'll just lift the tool rest a wee bit. There's no negative rake on this. You want to be above center. That looks all right. Right, okay. Turn the speed up a wee bit. So that's sitting about 1400 RPM. I'm just trying to a wee bit in the side here. Just stop and have a Harvey look. We look at that. Yeah. Gives it a wee bit of character in that dark spot. Still have a wee bit of timber to take away there. I think what that would probably do, you know. Oh, there's a wee knot in the middle of that there.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Just here to the side. You can, probably can see it now. It's just there. Just needs an RV.
Dark spot in the shadow.
You can charge extra for that. we'll just try our hinge again, seeing if we've released all that timber from the inside. It might not make a difference, but there's always a chance. And that's a nice clean fit. So I'm still not right at the edge here. So when I'm sanding, I'm just going to sand that wee bit of the edge so it blends in with the rim. When you look at the rim, you only have that amount to stick it to. So you want to leave a nice bit of something there for the. I just noticed there's a wee ridge there. Take that off. As much surface you can to stick it on. I'll just set that back on again. The first couple I did do. That's the wrong way. No, it's not. I brought the timber up the side of the hinge, do it near flush with the top, thinking it would be better. But it just made things complicated when you go to stick it, because all of the glue just wanted to go all over the place. At least when it's set in that position, you're just left with. See, when me taking that wee bit of the lip off there, it's just given me a wee bit more timber there, so I can afford to take a wee bit off that. Just at the edge, not very much. It wasn't exactly flat, you know. It was like a rising up towards one end. That's flat now, okay. Just try my hinge again. You can probably take another wee bit off that. It might look as if I'm taking on a lot of timber. I'm really not. I'm only taking wee fine shaving off it. I don't want to take a. That's just about nice now. That'll sand into that, and that'll give me my relief on that. So I can sand that up. So we'll sand that. We'll bring the sanding station back.
Just taking little shavings like that is kind of key to a lot of the things that we do, especially if we're talking about a box of some sort. Getting that fine fit just by barely touching it.
Right. Stand away from the edge, the lip, the top. We don't want to go near that. Yep. You know, that's okay. Yeah, that's fine. Mm-hmm. 180. 240.
Sun just came out. What a wonderful thing.
320. Just check it before I go on to the 400. There's where that crack is, isn't it? Yeah, that's where that crack is there. Uh, 320, 400. And just do the edge of that now. Just rub it a wee bit into that to see what, where it's not a jagged edge when you put the hinge on. Yeah, that's just nice. Yeah, that'll do that. Just that. We blow out.
Jim Shelby is Selby. Jim, I do your name wrong every single time. It's Jim Selby. Says it's 94 and sunny in Jacksonville right now. 94 is quite hot.
You running something in the background there, Doug?
Yeah, the relay's running.
I can hear it. So we test the sand sealer. And that.
97 in Texas. I think it's in the low 70s here. See if I can get it to come up real quick.
Just going to hit the very
77.
top of that again with 400, because sand sealer would have gone on to that. I want the glue to stick to the timber. Okay, we have a shiny surface. There's a chance that it'll might adhere to it, so just cleaning that off. Came up all right. Just funny about that wee cracker. Anyway, that's nut.
Yeah, black streak looks pretty good in there.
You never know what you're going to get until you start into it.
That's the fact, yes.
So we're just looking at that before I move on. And you can position that to open. You can just see the pith there of the branch that came out there. So I think I put the back of the hinge at that end, and that one's down here, but it should be okay. So that's okay. So we are onto the lid. So I'll not do any more to that at the minute until we get the lid sorted. It just needs a wee rub around my Yorkshire grit and we taste the finish on the inside, but it's not bad. It is what it is. Yeah. Right, where's this R piece?
Roger Kent has 85 and sunny in Chattanooga, Tennessee. That's sounds pretty good.
So this is mounted in another faceplate ring, and again we'll just rough this down to the round, Just put these tools back in the rack again. Had a wee bit of a shop switch around. Moved all my tools from away in front of the lathe here to over to the side. They're just getting on my nerves. So,
well, and you're having to reach across your lathe. That's
yeah, it was getting
not always
interfering with
the
the.
best.
It wasn't interfering with the camera too, Doug. You know.
Yeah, yeah, sure.
So.
55 in North Ireland, Brian says. That's cool.
Okay.
That's a little cool to me. Probably feels good to
So
you guys.
it's hard to believe this is the other piece of the timber, and on the other side you can see that dark streak in it. So hopefully I'm going to use this bit as the top of the lid when we get
Okay.
around.
Gary, it is. Chattanooga, Choo Choo is in Chattanooga, Tennessee. Yeah, I agree with Todd. 55, I'm putting on something a little warmer.
I think that's the around that. Just check. There's one flat on it still.
Fred's on holiday for a week, not just a bank holiday today. Malcolm says it's the same conditions there in South Wales as Brian's having in North Ireland. Yeah, tropical 55. Yeah, I knew you guys liked it. You've gotten accustomed to a little cooler.
All right, that's the round. So we need to base the front of that up so it's nice and straight. It's all over the place. You can see it there.
You probably said, Paul, was this piece cut off of the same piece that the other one came off of?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
the whole branch, and then I cut it down the middle on the bandsaw, and then cut the good bits out of it.
Okay.
So you'll see when I turn it around, there's the dark streaks in that side of it.
Yeah, I saw it right on the edge there.
This is a bit wider. It's hard to believe that's a lot wider than the bottom piece.
Sure.
So I'll put a tenon on that and get that ring off that, because we've got screw holes to contend with, and my parting tool. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, Steve has a nice day, but it's a chilly wind. I understand that. After the storms went through here yesterday, our wind it got quite chilly.
Just check that before I take that ring off. That goes in that. Okay. Didn't want to make it too deep, because I have the screw holes to contend that, so I need to reduce that quite a bit. That's holding okay. That's okay. So we can take those screws out of that.
Getting those recesses sized right and shaped right. They don't have to be deep. They just have to be sized correctly and shaped correctly.
Yeah, and it'll hold okay.
Yep.
Right. Just get a wee drink here.
Robert has sun and showers there, and I got to get where I can see it better. Cambridgeshire. There we go.
Cambridgeshire. Okay. You can see there's just the wee tail end of the dark streak. So We want to trim this down and get rid of the screw holes.
Lucy said it's the best part of the day right now. It must be quiet at your house. Babies are in bed.
Yeah, still there. Now this is cutting totally different to that other piece, and it's
Is
off
it?
the same log.
Huh.
Almost there. Uh-huh. So that dark patch just went away good on that side as well. So that's at least that's something. Right, there's very faint there. I still
Okay,
get a
Lucy.
good bit of timber there. So
Lucy said Gideon does not have school tomorrow, so he's still up, not in bed yet.
okay, hopefully that should be gone. The holes are gone. I'll just size my calipers for the top piece. There may only be a millimeter in that, and but it makes a difference. So look on the outside of the line. I know that's too big, but I want to be cautious and just come up there gradually. Yeah.
And using the proper side, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
It'd be bad to get it all sized up and find out you had the bottom part trying to put it on the lid.
Yeah. I've already been there, Doug, and done that.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, I am
uh,
sure. I've thought about getting
yeah.
some of these, and I thought, nah,
So
as
you
sure as I
get it
do, I'll
there.
get them backwards.
Right. That's almost going on there. That's tight. So just a wee smidgen. You like that one? Smidgen? A wee
That's
smidgen.
fine with me. Works. That's merkin, smidgen.
Smidgen. Just want to
That's a
clean the
cooking
base of that
term.
up. Now you can decide to cup that in if you wish, but I'm not going to because we have the recess on the top of that. So I need to allow for that.
Mm-hmm.
That's the right side. Now you've got me doubting myself now.
No.
Right. Now that fits nicely, and
Very good.
there's no wobble, so that's okay, and it's filling right up to. If anything is a wee bit shy, there's a wee gap, so it just needs a wee bit of relief on this here to allow it to then it sit flush. So just use a screw chisel with a point, and just to slide this wee shaving off that. And we'll try that on again and push that tight to that, and that looks fine. Now, where's my pencil? There's my pencil. And we'll mark the outside of that.
Yeah, in response to Lucy's talking about Gideon having half term next week, no school tomorrow. Todd said that the schools around there finished last week for the summer, but they'll start
Oh,
back up in middle of August when it's 100 degrees Fahrenheit outside.
isn't that
And
big grey?
my wife and I have talked about that several times. That's totally ridiculous.
Yeah,
Goodness.
that's a long break. Usually it's
Let's
the end of June, sort of the first week in July. The school stop here, I think.
well, Lucy is saying that they have half term this week, then they're back 6 or 7 weeks. Then they break up the year, break it up in July, and then off, and I guess from July until beginning of September. Yeah, and that's some of our colleges do that. Uh, we call it year-round schedule, where
So
you
yeah,
take like half of July and all of August off. Um,
we want to bring that flush down with the. There's like a wee lip on that. So on the top of that ring there, we want to bring that flush to that. We don't want it hanging over the way it is at the minute. There's nothing wrong with that. I think it just doesn't look fitted to it, but everybody has their own way of fitting things. So I'll just bring
mhm.
a wee bit of that down and see what it looks like. It's not an awful lot. I'm just going to use a skew chisel on the corner and put a wee slight bevel. Because I want to sort of dome the top of the lid uh, to a finish. See that there comes down now. That's right on. Bring the overhead camera and see if you can see it. And you might be able to see it there, but see just here with here. That's
Mhm.
nice and flush with that. It's
Ah,
just
okay.
lovely and flush. So
Mhm.
that's sitting raised. So that needs to come off this bit. So I'm going to dome that over that way when we get it turned around.
Okay.
Right. So, and, and saying that, I
All
need to.
right. Keziah starts in year R in September. What is year R, Lucy? We go by number. We have kindergarten and then 1 through 12, then college or university. So what is year R? Just for my curiosity.
I'm just going to hit that with a wee bit of sandpaper. It's a wee bit torn out there. Hopefully, I can get the sand.
Reception. So that'd be like our kindergarten, I suppose, where they get them ready for first grade. So 5 years old, roughly. I'll spit it out here in a minute. Roughly 5 years old. Is that right?
Yeah, just a wee bit more
Andy the
filling.
Valley Woodturner has come in. Hello, Andy.
Hi, Andy.
All right, Lucy, that makes perfectly good sense. Yeah. Yeah, we do preschool and kindergarten. It's probably the same exact thing.
Just want to check out. Right. Or lid again, or hinge. Yeah, it looks a lot better just doing it that way, like a wee dome. So when I turn that round, I'll be able to bring that over
hmm
more. It's just I
Yeah,
can't do it too much to it now, but that's okay. So
perfect.
we'll sand the front of that up, give it a taste of sand sealer, and we can make a jam chuck for this bit of timber to go in, so we can turn it round. I wonder, could I don't want to grab it.
All right, you guys have satisfied my curiosity. I know now. So when I hear S or R, I'll know what we're talking about. Right. My son didn't like it at that level. He couldn't wait to get to first grade. He didn't like the kindergarten age or the your grade R because they had to take naps and he would never sleep during the day. He hated that. So he was real happy to get to first grade. He said, "Mom," he came home the first day, "Mommy, they don't make us take naps anymore." He was so happy.
So,
Scheme, yes, okay, gotcha.
if you wanted, you could, seeing it's for a woman, like, you could put a wee mirror in there. We set a wee small mirror out of a
Ah,
compact
that'd be a great
as
idea.
well, because when you open it, it'll be, something extra. There's a wee bit of roughness there. Just thinking, there's a wee bit more you could do. Get a couple of wee small mirrors you could add to it. When you just open the lid, there's that lovely face looking back at you. Right, that's that. Sun sealer.
Todd said naps are the best part of the day nowadays. You're exactly right, Todd.
Yeah.
All three or
If you,
4 or 5 of them that I take.
if you can be left alone to get them. Usually when you just get your head down for a wee snooze in the afternoon, the door rings or the phone goes or...
Ain't that the fact? Yes, sir. They sure do. Sure do.
Ding, ding, ding. So,
Wow, Finland doesn't start school until 7 years old. My goodness. So they're in.
just checking that again. It's nice and tight from the inside. There's no gaps. And there's no gaps in the outside ring. That looks all nice. Right, we have to find another way of holding this so that I can get the front done. So, I'm not going to put any finish in that yet, because I want to get the hinge stuck. So, what are we going to hold this one with, Paul? I hadn't thought of that far ahead now, so I hadn't. Oh dear, what am I going to do? Would that be big enough? Yep, that there would be big enough.
Okay.
So,
So some double face tape. Is that what you're going to use?
I'm just going to make a jam chuck and
Okay. All right.
cut a wee recess and jam it in. Hopefully.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, that's the plan. Where it goes that way or not, I don't know. So I'm just going to bring a tailstock up and hold that tight. I get a tenon on this bit of timber so that I can get it around the chuck. There's more of that rotten stuff.
Uh-huh. Haley said she was a secondary teacher. Small children scare her. Yes. Yes.
So that's not the part until that's a. We get a tenon on that.
Goodness.
Okay, so we've got our tannin, so that'll let us put that in the chuck. Gonna have to take quite a bit of that away to get it flat enough to get it seat around that. Right. We'll bring that down to cut the corners off first because they have a habit of getting in the way of your knuckles.
I won't even ask how you know that, Paul. Most of us have probably done that more than once.
So I'm not going to take that all the way down to the round because I want to leave enough strength in it for this to fit into. See, if I took that down, I would have nothing to take it to. So that's a good job for this bit of waste wood. So I want to take most of that away.
Striping that part is really black, isn't it?
Yeah, there's more rotten in that bit because it fell out.
Okay.
Yeah, we're getting most of it away. Yeah, take an RV swipe off it.
Haley, you're exactly right.
Okay, so we need our calipers. We need to measure the size of the recess. So, ooh, it's going to be close. Bits of it.
Oh, good. Able to move in. That's great.
I want to be on this side of the line, don't I? Yeah. Right. We'll just bring this over and see if it will go in. I don't think it will. Right. I think we can take that wee line away. You want to make sure it's deep enough for the wee recess you have in the lid piece sort of goes into it. Almost. Oh, we're getting close. You nearly think that was a different timber altogether, the weight it is. And there we are. One jam tuck. Seems nice and sturdy. Right. So I'm just going to bring the tailstock up to get the initial shape of this done, and then we'll take it away when we get more to the end of it. So it's just more or less taking the pin up. We're on spring loaded. It's just to hold that wee bit of extra pressure on it, and we can take this away, this timber.
Lewis, the Klondike Craftsman, has joined us. Hey, Lewis.
Hi, Lewis. So you can decide to put a wee bit ventures here. You can sort of make a wee dip in it. Oh, there's my bull guys on the floor. Sort of a wee cove in it. Give it a bit of shape. Towards it going to the top. Other than it being flat, so just removing timber there. Or arcing that in. And coming back out again. So it sits almost like a hat, you know, the brim of a hat. If you know what I mean. And just stop that and have a look. Right, okay. Yeah, that's all right. So we'll take the tailstock away. There's a nice big divot in it now. So gently does it to get rid of that.
Oh.
So just bringing the ring of the gouge here. Well, I've almost got it. Just a wee bit left. That's a wee black mark, is it? You're thinking it's a wee hole and it's a wee black mark, and you're wondering where it's going away.
I have chased more than one like that.
It is a wee hole. It's just faint. That's it now. So I'll just finish that off the round nose scraper just to tidy that up. I want to bring that down now. So we have a wee bit of timber here to play with. So it goes down in and then comes back out again at the edge. So it's not flat. Okay. I think that's okay. Yeah, happy enough. We'll get that sanded up. Get those out of the way.
Is that a totally different stripe, or is that a remnant of that other black line?
It's a different stripe.
Okay.
That's
Looks
what
good
I'm saying.
No matter what. I just wonder.
It just looks totally different. The wood.
Yeah.
It's the same piece of log.
Oh, Lewis, isn't that the joy? He went to visit his grandson who had well, he visited his grandson at school, and he had a yogurt goatee. We're not necessarily, no, wasn't at school, was it? Okay, never mind. But a yogurt goatee. That's funny.
Just making sure there's no turite.
Yeah,
That's a nice piece of ice. I like that bit. Not
it
too
really is.
fussed
It
in the,
really is nice.
I'm not too fussed in the bottom piece. I might change that tomorrow. Uh,
Yeah, Lewis, I don't know why I said it. Well, we were talking about kids being at school. That's why. Jack is not at school just yet. He's only one. Start them early in Canada, Todd said. Got to. They can only go to school about 4 days a year.
mhm, mhm.
Yeah, Lewis. As soon as they start to walk, send them to school. Uphill, both ways. Holes in their shoe through the snow.
Okay, that's the sanding done. We got just a sand sealer on that. Turn that down a bit.
Mm, very nice.
That's a nice piece. I like that collage. It's nice and uh, nicely figured compared to the bottom piece, but I don't think it matters. The same timber. You take some Yorkshire grit in that, just to finish the top of that. Get the edge too.
Lewis says they don't have as many mosquitoes as they expect this time of year. We're supposed to be inundated with cicadas right now, and I haven't heard one yet. So I'm not complaining at all. It's a good
Whatever,
thing we don't have them.
whatever it is, you keep them.
That's right. Yeah, those cicadas they're just nasty.
What are they? The flies or?
It's no, it's I don't know how to tell you, Paul. They're just a big ugly bug. Um, they make they're like loud crickets, very
All right.
loud crickets. Got great big red eyes. Um, just they're horrible. Try to mow the yard and they fly into your face and down your shirt and all kind of crazy things.
You just keep them.
Yeah. They are having. He said they are having lots of black flies right now, and those are
Taste
as
taste the
bad
wax
as
on that.
everything else.
Just get the rim too. Maybe ragged. You see
Yes,
soaked.
Todd says the cicadas buzz in unison and rhythm, and he's exactly right. That they are super loud.
Right. Give that a wee buff up. Increase the speed.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
the price you pay for country living. You're exactly right, Lewis. Um, I'm not too far out in the country, but far enough that we get all the country kind of
Yeah.
stuff.
Sometimes I get a lot of midges in my garden when you're at a certain time of the night. I don't know where they come
Hmm.
from or where they go, but they some just appear and then disappear. But
Yeah.
they all sort of fly around in one place, right? Am I getting that out of that, Paul? Right. Let's see. It shouldn't be that tight. Mm-hmm. There we are.
Very good.
So we didn't do the underside with the wax. I'm not going to do it yet. We'll try it into the lid. And that fits into the lid. And right, I'm not going to stick this in tonight. I'm thinking to myself, I might change the bottom on that to another piece of timber. I'll, I'll make my decision later on overnight. See what it looks like tomorrow to me, but it'll let you see the lid and the thing fitted, So where's that bit I wanted to? So we wanted to bring that to the back, and that's the front, and that's the lid. So you can
That's going
see,
to be very nice.
you know, I don't. There is a bit of difference in the contrast of the timber, darker
There is.
and white. You look at it. Where? So there you are. Nice wee jewelry box. As I
Hmm.
say, you could. I might do a bit of engraving on the top of it or something. I don't know. And you could always put a wee compact mirror in there if you wanted to go along with the box. But all in all, it's a nice wee box with a hinge. I like that size of hinge because you can give it to somebody as a present, and it's a nice wee jewelry box. So there you are,
The
guys.
Your idea of a mirror is a fantastic idea.
Yeah, I think it would be a great idea, Doug.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
you know,
Let
but
somebody have get their jewelry out, put it on, and be able to take a quick look at it without going somewhere else.
yeah,
Great idea.
and just that wee bit of a overhang slightly. It's beveled into the top of the lid, the hinge there, and then it comes
Hmm.
back up again, and it
Hmm.
gives you that wee rim here. If you
Sure.
take it down, you can see it now. It's got that wee bit
Yeah.
here. It sits up. So there you are, guys. An RB project finished. I will get that glued in tomorrow, and I might change this bit of wood. I've still to take the foot off, but I didn't want to do that yet because I might change my mind about the bottom piece. But I don't know. There you are. It is what it
I
is. It's
I kind of
ni-
like the one you got.
a nice wee bit of when you look inside, especially, you know, it's got that bit of that wee surprise. Oh, there's a lovely
Hmm.
bit of figuring in that,
Sure.
But what I've noticed about those wee hinges, they're not that tight. So sometimes they stay open. You can see that one's closing now. So it doesn't stay open to let you get your jewelry right. So you have to be quick, you know.
Yeah.
So there you are, guys. I hope you enjoyed that, and maybe you get a go at making one of those. Find a local place to use and get the wee hinges, and I think they're about £6 offhand. I bought them all together last year, and I I think it's about £30 I paid for them all. You know, I
Hmm.
bought six or seven pairs. You know, but they're a
Right.
nice wee box, and
And apparently
just
they are at ProCraft, so you can
yeah,
order some right there if you need them.
that's the place. That's the exact place I came across Procraft. So there you are, guys. I will say my farewell to you in a wee second when I say I bring myself in. Uh, there we are. There we are,
Very good.
guys. So
Very good.
thanks very much for coming over, everyone. And
Lots of nice compliments. It's
it's
been great.
a nice wee project. Uh, you know, uh, it's not a lot of timber, and you know, it's a good selling thing. You know, it sells well because
That it does.
I sold them all last year. I had, and
Hmm.
once people see them, and oh, look at that. I know who that's for. They say to me, "Oh, do you?
There you go.
Please tell, who's it for? Maybe
There
they
you
have a
go.
friend."
Yeah,
You know,
right.
there's like a woman that came up to me at Chains Castle there uh, last at the start of the month, and I would see wee birdhouses on a wee stand and wee robins on them, and I only had three left. And she says, "I'll take one for my mummy. It's for a Christmas box." Here's me. You're starting early, aren't you? And she says, "Oh, yeah." And then she was standing. Here's me. You just want the one? Yeah. Oh, maybe she took two. Uh, well, I'll get my sisters one each. So she took
There
all
you
three, and then the big thing was she wanted to pay me. I couldn't get my card reader to work, and yes, me, look, go for a walk around. Give me a chance to get this thing to work because there's that much going on. It's hard to get a signal up here to get connected to
hmm.
Wi-Fi, and I almost gave up on her coming back, but she did come back at the end at five
Wow,
o'clock. She says,
very good.
"Did you keep them for me?" Here's me. Yeah, could have sold them five times. People seen them sitting in the wee bag, and oh, who are they for? Oh, they're sold. Sorry,
That's right. That's
you know.
right. Very good.
Anyway, guys, I will see you next Monday if I don't see you before it, and have a good week.
Good night.
Cheerio, guys. End stream.